Good morning. It's Thursday, March 21st. I'm Jasmine Anderson. Two former government employees from the island are headed to prison for a COVID loan fraud scheme. Arthur Cornwall, a former MTA worker from West Babylon, and Sean Williams, a former state court officer from Valley Stream, were sentenced yesterday. They each got 1.5 years in prison for defrauding federal pandemic business relief programs of $770,000. The pair was also ordered to pay back the money. And it's 4 years in prison for the Farmingville man who police say ran a Breaking Bad-style meth lab. Matthew Lazinski was sentenced yesterday after pleading guilty to several drug charges last month. Police discovered the Ronkonkoma operation after Lazinski called to report a burglary at his cannabis business. There, police seized $40,000 in cash, ecstasy, meth, and other drugs. Lazinski says he was researching drug addiction and never sold meth. Only in Newsday, a Southold police sergeant is pushing back on discipline. He received over a controversial pandemic party. Sergeant Stephen Witzke filed a lawsuit in state Supreme Court. He claims the Southold Town Board acted too slowly when disciplining him. Witzke was the highest-ranking police official on duty the night of the police retirement party at a Cutchhog farm in 2020. He was suspended without pay over 2 years after the event that violated COVID-19 protocols. Still no winner. That means you can still win big as lottery jackpots continue to grow. No one hit Powerball last night, so Saturday's jackpot is now an estimated $750 million. Tomorrow night's Mega Million jackpot is up to $977 million, the sixth largest jackpot in the game's history. So good luck to you. Let the dance begin, everybody. March Madness kicks off today. The 64-team bracket is set, and may the odds be in your favor. Round one of the NCAA men's tournament tips off today. The big focus is whether UConn can repeat as national champs. Jaden Ross plays for the Huskies. The freshman forward played at Long Island Lutheran. There are actually 14 players with Long Island ties competing in the tournament. So check this article out. You can read about it on Newsday.com. Click Get More below the NewsdayTV video box. Good luck to everyone. Now to this story here. Grief and gratitude. A Brightwaters woman is marking 5 years since beating colon cancer, but she's mourning her daughter who died from leukemia. Sherry Einhorn has a story you'll see only in Newsday.
I'm a survivor, but my daughter's not, right? So that's hard. That's devastating.
Bree Heinlein is about to celebrate 5 years cancer-free after beating colon cancer. At the same time, though, she's also remembering her 9-year-old daughter, Pearl, who passed away last year from leukemia.
I say now, my existence is really simultaneous grief and simultaneous gratitude.
Bree was 39 on a girls' weekend with friends when she doubled over in pain. She says after several episodes just as bad, she went to the emergency room and got the news she never expected.
Full-on panic. Full-on thought I was dying. Like, you know, your mind just goes there. Plus, I had a new baby. I had 3 little girls, so it was like, it was terrifying.
This is the tumor itself.
Dr. John Procaccino, chief of colorectal surgery at Northwell Health's North Shore University Hospital, removed the tumor. Bree had 8 weeks of oral chemo as a precaution, and now she and her doctor are urging others to go for a screening, especially since colon cancer doesn't always have symptoms.
So you got to know your body and pay attention to it. We do see a decrease in the incidence of colorectal cancer in older patients. However, there is a concerning trend in that we do see an increase in the incidence of colorectal cancer in those under the age of 50.
Colorectal cancer is the second most common cause of cancer deaths, trailing only lung cancer.
Anniversary is tomorrow.
Yay, thank you.
While Bree says she is obviously thrilled to be alive, she misses her daughter desperately. Pearl would have turned 10 in May.
She was just this spunky little fighter. She was funny, she was sweet, she was kind. So many stories of how she made kids feel included.
Bree says her family is doing as well as can be expected, living their lives one day at a time, filled with so many emotions.
We smile, We find joy, we find tears, we find sadness. I feel purpose, and if I can speak out about for both of us, I'm going to do it.
For Newsday TV, I'm Sherry Einhorn.
Wow, thank you, Sherry. You can read more about this story. Just click Get More below the Newsday TV video box on our homepage. Ready for a swim? This Garden City home for sale has an indoor saltwater heated pool. Rachel Weiss has a story you'll see only in Newsday.
A house with a tunnel leading to its very own underground swimming pool. You can find it in this home in Garden City. It's now on the market for $6.65 million.
All right, so as you said, we're underground.
Yes, from the main part of the house down into the new structure that was built, which contains the indoor pool.
The main house was built in 1913, while the new structure, including the indoor pool, was completed in 2022.
So it's a saltwater heated pool, and the depth of it, it's only to 8 feet. Mechanical cover, which is actually very interesting because it opens and closes quickly, but it's also a safety feature. They also do have a lock on the door as another safety feature for the pool.
Indoor pools are an uncommon amenity to find in a Long Island home. Installing one, along with the systems needed for it to run successfully, could cost between $200,000 and $250,000, one expert says.
I think the biggest advantage to having something like this is that you get use out of it all year long. You don't have any debris falling in it from the items surrounding the pool. And then you can just, get more use out of it than you can an outdoor pool.
Padro has found that for prospective buyers, it's a selling point.
This is the first time in my 28-year career that I've ever had a house with an indoor pool in it or seen one. Everyone that opens that door is like, wow, because it's not something that you see very often.
Rachel Weiss for Newsday TV.
Incredible. Read more about this home and more unique homes for sale on Newsday.com. Just click Get More below the Newsday TV video box.
What's Up on Long Island is brought to you by Rain, a tribute to the Beatles, performing at Flagstar at Westbury Music Fair on April 10th.
It's Friday Eve, and here's what's up on Long Island. Freezing for a reason. There's a polar plunge into the Atlantic Ocean to benefit Special Olympics. It's Saturday at Tobay Beach in Massapequa. Solar Eclipse 101. Learn what a solar eclipse is and how to safely look at New York's upcoming eclipse. You'll also make your own viewfinder. It's Sunday at Sunken Meadow State Park. Reservations required.
Let me just say, I'm going to be so politically incorrect, you might get sued just for being in the audience.
See comedian Kathy Griffin at the Paramount. She takes the stage Sunday evening in Huntington. For mission info and more events, click Get More below the Newsday TV video box on our homepage. Last week's warm weather is gone and the chill is back, unfortunately. So let's talk about the forecast. Checking out your hyper-local weather here. Very windy today. That's why we have those cooler temps moving through. Highs around 42 degrees. Tomorrow, mostly sunny. Highs in the 40s. We just can't reach 50 in the springtime for some reason. Here's a look at your futurecast. You can see rain in the mix. It could impact your weekend plans. Heavy showers moving through Saturday morning into the evening. And looking at your 7-day forecast, you can see just all things rain, unfortunately. We do get a break from it though. Friday, a peak of sunshine tomorrow, and that's your 7-day forecast.
Long Island weather is brought to you by Home Tax Saver, PTRC Incorporated.
I'm Jasmine Anderson. Have a great Thursday. Thank you so much for watching.